Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Low Scroll Tom, and today I want to review a few of the attacks used in this previous CWL. We had quite a few guys come out getting the 3 stars, and I want to show the replays on what they did and try to come up with the mindset behind the attack. So hopefully you guys can learn what they're doing and modify it, make it better, and come back and teach me as well as them, because of course I need all the help I can get. So looking at CWL, we did get promoted. Great job to the team. We were able to get the stars and come out in first. So we're now in Masters 1. Looking at war number 1, we got Josh coming in using the Witch, the Super Wiz, and Yetis, and he does have a log launcher. This log launcher is going to be utilized to take down the town hall from a distance, which is a very smart move because it allows the troops to stay away from the town hall and away from the Giga Bomb. So he drops a quad quake on quite a few of the defenses, takes down about a good portion of their HP. He has a Yeti, a Witch, and a couple Super Wizards creating a funnel. He drops the jump early on to make sure his troops go straight into core, does not allow the Yetis to walk, which is the big move because you don't want your Yetis to walk. It's very hard to get them back into the route in which you want them to go. So as you can see here, the logs are going in, destroying the town hall. Log launcher still getting some logs shot out before it reaches the town hall position, so they're still getting damage on the scatter and the expo along the backside there. His troops, like I said, they get to stay away from the town hall itself, so they did not take any effect from the Giga Bomb. Ice Golem's going off, freezing so much. Royal Champion coming in from 3. She's gonna grab a few of the single point defenses. You got the King tanking for the Queen. Warden still keeping everybody strong. You got a Super Wizard and Witches. A couple Yetis there tanking in the middle. So overall, just a great attack. There was really nothing left that's going to take down the remainder of his heroes. Queen and RC still have an ability. I believe he pops his ability here with his RC. Takes down a few of the defenses. Enemy RC steps up. So she's gonna go down with the Queen following up the RC. Or actually they traded, they took each other down. Up here you got a Super Wizard. He's just kind of lonely up there, bored. He knows when he's riding with Josh, he's not needed. Josh is gonna go out there, destroy the base, and he's gonna have troops that are just bored doing nothing. So in this case there was a Super Wizard having fun shooting the wall. So we'll get this wrapped up. 3 star. Great job, Josh, hitting that base. Great base identification, able to use that log launcher to take down the town hall from a distance. All right, so let's go to the next 3-star attack. It was by me. I'm using a Blizzard and a drag attack. There's a few things I want to point out before I let this video play. When in war, you don't want holes in your base. So here next to the multi-target Inferno, this guy had a hole in his base, and I was able to utilize that. I drop a couple of drags in there to directly target that trenched Inferno Tower and allow it to go down before the rest of my troops wrapped around and took any damage. And then second of all, when you have so many defenses bunched up together like that, you know, a log launcher, a quad quake, or even a blizzard is going to come in and demolish all of that. So when you're able to recognize something like that, you're able to take out so much of the base, or at least defensively of the base, which allows you to come around and clean. All you have to do is clean up some single point target defenses. So let's go ahead and hit play. I start down here from 6. I have a few loons dropped to pull any traps. Got 2 red bombs. Then the blimp traveling over some buildings. I'm gonna make it land on top of the AED. Invisibility and rage spell goes down. I want to make sure I get that eagle, and anything else is basically bonus, which I get a wizard tower, I get a single target Inferno, I get archer towers, and I get a scatter shot, as well as taking down partial the CC. I got the headhunters and 1 super minion. So I used my baby dragon to pull the super minion out, and I dropped an archer, so the archer can take away 2 of the super minions long shots, which is huge because those long shots allow the super minions to do damage without receiving damage. So unfortunately my baby dragon did not take it down completely. It was weak and it has no more long shots. So my dragons are going to be able to take out that with one shot and just keep moving forward. Here's the part where I got my dragons coming in on the Inferno. They were able to take it down immediately, and all the rest of the balloons and the dragons were able to come out strong to wrap around. Got my heroes up at 12. King is going to go ahead and provide pathing for my queen to go straight to the town hall. Luckily, my queen was able to reach the town hall from outside the wall, so she didn't have to step in and take damage from that Giga Bomb. I dropped my RC over here at 3. She's gonna grab the cannon, she's gonna grab an AD, she's gonna grab a multi and the wizard tower. So although she was kind of dropped by herself, she was able to get so many defensive buildings that were gonna be a huge threat to my dragons. Queen's over there working on the town hall. King is cleaning up some trash in the middle, helping direct the dragons to stay inside. And here goes my RC taking down that multi, taking down that wizard tower, popping the ability, taking down so many more other defenses. So RC did tremendous work. Queen got the town hall, so that's huge. King was able to get an AD and direct my dragons to stay inside, so that's huge. Just utilizing all the troops and their respective units to get everything working together as a team and having everything going in the path in which you want. So with my RC with 1 HP, she was able to take down the warden and then come right back around and help this single dragon, couple archers clean up. And the dragon took a black bomb, I didn't see that. Alright, so that was war number 1, a couple of 3-star attacks. Let's go ahead and jump over to war number 2. There's one attack that I want to show off. It's done by Mr. Dirty Cracker. He hits number 7. He uses a bow witch attack, 14 bowlers, 5 witches. He's got 2 E-Drags. So he does, let me see, he comes in from 12 with the loon. I believe that's to pull any traps to make sure that E-Drag is not going to take an air bomb right off the bat. E-Drag's got a good chain there, taking down a few defensive buildings. That whole compartment got hit by that lightning, so that's pretty good. He's got another loon and E-Drag over at 9 o'clock. He's pulling the CC, got a minion, headhunter, and a couple of super minions. Luckily that E-Drag has high HP, he was able to take down most of that CC before going down. Queen charge coming in with the wall wrecker. Although that 9 o'clock, the 9 o'clock E-Drag wasn't able to set a great funnel. It did get it started so the bowlers can come in and clean up a few of those buildings. Wall wreckers taking a lot of damage early, goes down without creating a lot of path for his bowlers to walk in. But luckily with that funnel he created, that quad quake is going to get them straight to the core with the rage. Those bowlers are so dangerous. So he's got the queen, the king, bowlers taking down the town hall. Pops the warden ability with like half a second before that Giga Bomb goes off. But it does allow him to protect all his troops from the Eagle Blast. He's got a jump down, which is going to allow all his troops to keep pushing through the core, taking down all those major defenses. The bowlers are still under rage. They caught quite a few of the wizard tower, but that giant bomb takes a lot of their health. And after this bomb tower goes down, this should be the nope, they were just out of range. But another giant bomb does take them down. So his king, his queen, his warden are all pretty much working together under the healers, so that'll keep his king and his queen healthy. He's got a couple of witches, or he got a witch and a wizard down here cleaning up. Yeah, so I don't see anything else that's gonna stop this attack. That queen, if she steps outside of the wall, those skellies should be able to take her down. But she's using that wall for protection, so that's just unfortunate for Cracker. But luckily his witch and his wizards can shoot over that wall. She is pretty weak. She's gonna get distracted by those skellies, so she does go down. Let's see, king is over here under healer, so that's still good. He's about to open up this wall, get in there, tear up the remainder of those defenses. But the queen should be able to pull that off, even though the king goes down. Queen at pretty decent health. There's nothing that's going to take her down. So great job to Dirty Cracker. He was able to get in there and destroy that base internally, and then just wrap around, clean up the outside. The only difference is if he would have kept his wall wrecker up a little bit longer, he probably would have got way more value for that jump spell and quake. But overall, I mean, he still got it to work. You know, you can't keep your eyes on everything going on at the same time. So great job to Dirty Cracker in War 2. Now we're gonna go over to War 5. We got Superman going in on number 1 using a hybrid attack. So when you see open compartments like this, yeah, the best bet is to use hogs or possibly bats. But being that there's 2 multi-infernos, bats isn't probably the best idea. So he's got a couple of sneaky goblins in there to create a funnel. There goes the Coco Loon in front of the healers. So with that, another Coco Loon drops. Baby Dragon helping extend that funnel to make sure that this queen is gonna push itself up towards 12. Here come the Headhunters. He has a Witch and 2 super minions under poison. So that'll handle that. While his queen is under rage, she should survive and knock out the rest of that CC with these. Takes down the scatter shot. Enemy queen stepping up. Headhunter to support. So he was quick on that. Headhunter still helping with the enemy king. Drops another Headhunter to ensure that the enemy king goes down pretty quickly. Ice Golem is under fire. He did pull the healers, which isn't the most ideal thing, but healers do switch back, so that's very fortunate for this attack. Town Hall goes down. Queen steps inside, takes no damage from that Giga Bomb. Shooting down the CC, shooting down Air Sweeper, and reaching over to grab that Expo. She should step out, grab that RC. Another Headhunter steps in, kills that RC fairly quickly, so that's a great start to this attack. Now he's got his king over at 9. He's gonna go and set the other end of the funnel with the siege barracks. Pekka comes out with some wizards, and the only thing left is this interior here. These few compartments, his hogs and his miners are gonna go straight in, knock out all those defenses. Double giant bomb caught those miners. Luckily those hogs did not step up into that, but he does get an early heal spell down, which is gonna be able to get all his hogs and his miners as they make their way through the core of the base. King is pushing down towards 6 with the Pekka, which allows all his hogs and miners to step up into the center. AD is shooting the healers, which is not the best for this attack, but by this point of it, there's really nothing left that's gonna take down all these troops other than that scatter and bomb tower. But he still has his RC ability. He has a few swag troops left he can use to help with the cleanup. Loon comes down on the mortar. That geared up arch tower is doing pretty decent damage on that Loon. But with those miners taking on that single, RC still decent health. She's going to be able to pop her ability and take out the remainder of the defenses fairly easy. Hog stepping up, help her with that mortar. RC versus scatter with that ability popped. She is going to take it down. Bomb tower goes down. And with that, it's just the remainder of the base is trash. So great job again with the base identification, using that queen charge to get the town hall, the CC, and all the heroes, which allowed his hybrid to go through with ease. Let's see, after this, let's go over to war number 6. I want to point out that I personally am not a fan of E-Drags. And there's a lot of people who like to use E-Drags in war, and unfortunately, it is an attack that if you're not skilled in, you're not going to pull off the 3. But I do want to point out, we do have Aluski coming in on number 11 using the E-Drags, and he was able to utilize them to get the 3-star. So he's got 2 lightning spells and 4 rage coming in with the Stone Slammer. He's got 2 loons coming in from 12 and 1 from 9 with the E-Drags starting off, getting a great chain value, able to set a decent funnel. If you get an E-Drag on a storage, it'll allow them to get even more value because they will stay on that high HP building and just keep shooting it while taking down lower HP buildings. So here comes all the bombs were drawn out by the loons, so that was great utilization. So dropping the loons first, they do get the tornado trap out of the way early. The queen goes down. Town Hall's going down. Unfortunately, he did use his warden ability right off the bat, so that Giga Bomb is going to take down the rest of those loons. But those E-Drags are going to come in, and with all these defenses being so compressed in this base, E-Drags are gonna rip right through all of it. His biggest threat was that sweeper. He did see that. He froze it to allow his E-Drags to keep pushing forward, and his warden. Stone Slammer breaks open. He got a couple of balloons and another E-Drag coming out of that. Balloons would take down that AD. He's got the Queen and the RC coming in from 12 going towards 3. RC ability goes off. She is able to get some of those core defenses, which is huge. Unfortunately, the E-Drags did miss some, but RC was able to pick up that slack. He still has his King down at 6 with an ability, and his Queen still have fairly decent health, but with the King tanking for her, she should be fine. So RC is under poison. King steps in. Luckily, with these low-level walls, King was able to rip right through it and keep pushing forward. He's going to grab the warden. Queen's going to step around and grab the remainder of the buildings on the outside, and then she should step in and finish off that builder hut with the Expo. So there she goes, builder hut. Expo's full health, but luckily that King was able to tank for her, and she was able to get in there and take it down. So great job, Aluski, recognizing that base with such tremendous value on the lightning chain. Let me go ahead and take a quick break before we jump into war number 7. There are a couple of attacks I want to show, but let me jump to a quick break and let you guys check out the new sponsor. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you when we get back. Ever wonder what it's like to be in a family who actually cares about you? Do you spend countless hours playing Clash of Clans while your family doesn't even know you exist? Ever wonder how to fix it? Well, wonder no more. A good old-fashioned family game night is your solution. Now introducing Hay and a Needle Stack. Hours of family fun at your fingertips. Don't let your rivals find that hay first. Dive right in. Now comes an expert level for those who are looking to reach a whole new level of challenging. The risk is great, but the reward is even better. Beware, side effects such as addiction may occur, not responsible for any health-related issues. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I've been playing Hay and a Needle Stack for a couple of days now, and unfortunately I have not been able to 3-star because my fingers have been pricked and cut open, and it's very painful. But the game is so much fun. I get along so much well with my family better now. So thank you to those guys for that game, and hope you guys enjoy it as well. So let's jump into War 7. There's 2 attacks I want to point out. I got Superman coming in again with another 3-star using Drag Bat. He goes in on the number 2 base, and again his base identification skills are pretty tremendous because this guy can come in and 3-star quite often, and he's definitely a player to be reckoned with. So he's got a couple of sneaky goblins going in, creating a funnel. King tanking for the Queen. Sui heroes going. I'm assuming he's trying to push towards the Eagle. So he's got his Queen. He's got a baby dragon and a Yeti over at 3 o'clock. Create the opposite end of the funnel. Maybe he's not going for the funnel. Maybe he's not going for the Eagle. He's going for the funnel, so his drags can go straight into the Eagle. Unfortunately, he lost his Queen early. He missed the ability, and when he did get it off, it was too late. The minions' long shots are highly effective, especially with that Headhunter poisoning your heroes and taking them down quickly. So when you see those guys come out, you gotta be very wary of that. CC is very, very, very hurtful towards any attack. Warden ability goes off, protects all the dragons, gets the blimp covered by the aura, so make sure it gets that town hall. He got some loons and a dragon coming out of there. Gets the rage going. Rage should help the dragon take down the enemy Queen. And with the Queen down, the town hall down, the only biggest threats are the 2 ADs, the scatter, and the single. But here come the bats. There's nothing but single point target defenses along that outer rim there. So these bats should be able to wrap around easily. He's got his RC coming in from 9. So they're gonna meet up at 12. Once he pops that ability, he uses the freeze to stop that single target Inferno from taking on his RC. Such a smart move. Swag freeze on the RC to enemy RC to help his bats survive just a little bit longer. And he freezes her again. Make sure those bats take down that RC, because they will take down your bats one at a time. But He had those 2 free spells, so why not? So there you go. Now he's got nothing but trash left. Bats are gonna take their sweet time on those storages and speed this up a little bit. So utilizing drag back, coming in, getting a 3-star, great job. Superman coming in once again with another great attack. Alright, so the next attack and final attack I want to share with you guys is Mr. Jibs coming in on number 3, hitting Kun Dragon with the Yeti and the Witches and the Log Launcher. He's got 8 Quake spells, and me personally, I've never used this attack, so this is something that I'm learning. Hopefully you guys can pick something up from this too. So he's got the 4 Quakes opening the exterior wall, doing tons of damage on those defensive buildings, activating the Town Hall. Then he's got the other quad Quake going in on the Eagle and the Scatter and an X-Bow, also doing slight damage to that multi-target Inferno, opening up the core. Alright, so now with 8 spells gone, he's got the Poison going directly on the CC. Here comes the super minions straight under Poison as soon as they come out of there. I'm not sure if that's the smartest move. I guess it just depends on, it is taking on the super minions fairly quickly, but the headhunter was able to walk right through it without taking hardly any damage. So I guess I'll just let you be the judge on that one. Maybe if he had put it a little bit closer to 6 where it covered the CC, also with a little bit in front of it to allow more damage to the headhunter as she ran out. I don't know. Queen stepping up, grabbing the gold storage. You got the Witch, the King, the Yeti all going straight into the core. King's tanking for basically everything. Level 75 King, he was going strong. He did get taken down by the single target Inferno, but you got Yeti Mites, you got Witches, you got Skellies, all going in strong, taking down the core. RC comes out closer to 12. She's going to take out some single point target defenses. She gets locked on by the single target Inferno, which is unfortunate, but she did grab a couple of buildings before going down. Queen grabbed that Wizard Tower before getting shot down, so now it's all remaining on the Witches and the Skellies, and the Bomb Tower is probably the biggest threat to that. Once he gets that Bomb Tower down, he should be fine. So with the Warden stepping up, helping the Witches take down that Bomb Tower, they're going to be out of range from that giant or that bomb drop, so they'll be perfectly fine. And Archer Tower is utilizing or stuck on the Skellies, which will allow the Witches to step up and destroy it. Single target Inferno just switches over and knocks out that Warden pretty quickly. But again, those Witches should be, or that Witch should be tanked by her Skellies. So the single target Inferno will be occupied, trying to take those down with it being low health already. Got 2 Witches, well, 1 Witch. That Witch got sprung by that spring trap. So it came down to the wire for sure. That attack has potential. Again, I think the Poison spell could have been switched over a bit and maybe using Siege Barracks in place of a Log Launcher. I mean, the Log Launcher does grab the Town Hall from a distance, but as you saw how close it came, and at the end, I think a P.E.K.K.A. and 12 extra Wizards probably would have helped that attack move along a little bit better. But again, I'll let you be the judge. So that's that. There goes our CWL, highlights of our CWL. All right, so with the power of video editing, I am right back with the troops. Here's the composition. I'm going in with 3 P.E.K.K.A., 2 Yeti, and 9 Super Wizards. I rarely use ground, but I've been practicing with this attack and it's been doing really well for me. Using a Wall Wrecker, 5 healers. I'm either gonna do a Warden Walk or a Queen Walk, just depending on the base. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The key here is to destroy as many splash damage as you can with the kill squad. So when your bats come in, it just takes out the remainder of the single point defenses. So looking down here, we got a few heroes. We got Wizard Towers, multi, and then it's gonna be a long stretch to reach that Town Hall, but I don't think we're gonna make it. But the key here, like I said, is to take down take down the multi target defenses. So let's create a funnel using our Yeti and Wizard, and I I will drop my queen. Here's a cocoa loom to protect my healers. Queen is to help with the initial part of the attack. So get that AD down before it takes down too many of my healers. That'll be great. Alright, so here comes all the troops. Rage them out. Poison on the CC. I need my warden to step up to protect. Oh, I just missed it. I was trying to protect my wall wrecker. Unfortunately, I did not get it. RC is to take down that other wizard tower on this end, and hopefully the scatter shots. So when bats come in, it'll be just taking down some easy target defenses. Scatter shot is being occupied. I need to freeze the wizard tower. My bats are getting in range. They are going to go down to the town hall, but they are going to be able to take down the single, which is going to be a huge threat to my queen, which town hall was able to be taken down by my queen. So that's great. Freezes wizard tower. It got a shot off, so that's a huge threat to my attack. But luckily my bats are going to step up and take it down. P.E.K.K.A up top with 3 super wizards, queen inside cleaning up, and bats wrapping around, get some remainder of the defenses. Pop my king ability just to go ahead and get this wrapped up. So as you can see, there was quite a few mishaps in there. Wall wrecker went down early. RC had to be utilized by herself, which is not the best ideal way of using her, but she did get a few key point defenses that I needed her to get. And then the bats is coming backside, clean up all the single targets or the single point target defensive buildings, and a wizard blast did get off and take off a huge chunk of those bats, but luckily my queen took down the town hall, which allowed them to just wrap around and get the rest of the base. So this is a fairly easy attack. Just create the funnel, use the queen charge to get the initial first tier defenses and buildings down, and get your ice golem in front of your wall wrecker, and then deploy everything else behind your wall wrecker. Get them inside the core, because if the core goes down, then it makes it so much easier for the bats to just wrap around the outside and not have to go into major threats, and focus on splash defenses that include scatter shots, wizard towers, multi-target infernos, and ultimately the town hall, which you don't want your bats going against the town hall. So do your best to get that down before even having to deploy your bats, and if not, then just use your bats where you need them to make sure that it'll help the rest of your kill squad take down the rest of the base. If that makes any sense. I know it sounds confusing, but the more you practice it, the more you'll understand it. Spoiler alert, if you have not completed the Hog Mountain challenge and you want to figure it out for yourself, now's the time to close your eyes, put on something else, go away, because I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna show you how it's done. I did start attacking it, and then I had to end the battle because I wanted to do a live completion of it. So that's why you see a 1 star there, unfortunately. I did not go in there and smash it. But if you're not aware, like I said, this is gonna be full of spoilers. So in the Dragon's Cave, you got a regular drag, you got an E-drag, and you got the golden drag, all coming out at once. You got 4 single target infernos on each corner, which is out of range from the queen, but it can reach her, which is a pain. And then of course you got the town hall centralized. So it's very difficult to get the queen to go in. Normally I would get the queen going and tank the single target for my RC. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Let's get the queen down, drop some healers behind her and get some aura going, get that extra bonus towards her HP. Okay, now that the thing is locked onto her, freeze it. Here comes the bats. Here comes the drags. Oh, and there's a baby drag. I didn't realize there was a baby drag in there. Yeah, you need to keep those dragons frozen, because if not, they will wipe out your queen in 1 or 2 blasts, and it's very hard to come back from that. So if I can get her to go invisible so she does not go down. Oh, they stepped up into the invisibility spell. They stepped into my invisibility spell. Hog Mountain challenge. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the queen charge with the warden set to ground behind her. I got my hogs going in on the single target inferno under rage to take that down very quickly, because I need to make sure that single target goes down. Alright, so I'm gonna freeze all the dragons, rage out my queen again, freeze all the dragons, keep them frozen because that golden drag alone does so much work. All my freezes are going towards these dragons because I do not want them to take my queen down. Alright, let's go ahead and raise my queen up one more time to make sure all these dragons go down without destroying. Alright, so now that the dragons are down, the town hall is going down, the only thing that remains are the single target infernos and the ADs. But luckily with these 4 invisibility spells, I get to take them all down. Shouldn't be too much hassle. Make all my heroes invisible. Make my RC invisible again. Stay away from that single target inferno. Got the loons tanking for the single target inferno initially, so I don't have to use my invisibility spell right off the bat. But again, it's going to be invested on the RC to make sure she gets them down without having to use her ability or get taken down by the single target infernos. The single target infernos are by far the worst part of this challenge, just because they're in a spot that makes them hard to reach, but yet can reach just about everything. I want that inferno tower to go down first, so I'm gonna make that wizard tower invisible. Pop my warden ability. I guess I could have popped it earlier, but and there you go. Everything's down defensive wise. Queen still has her ability. Like I said, invest all the freeze on the dragons. Those dragons can take down your heroes so fast. Take down any of your troops extremely fast. That golden dragon is way overpowered. There you go. There you go. Queen charge with the warden walk all the way around. RC on the inside, taking out the singles and just freezing each one of those drags. When I first tried it, it was insane, but once you know the concept and how to get in there and utilize your spells properly, it becomes easy. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial for the Hog Mountain challenge. Like I said, there's multiple ways of doing it. Comment down below how you did it so I can give it a shot. That's just the way I did it. Took a little while to get it down, but it did work. It does work. So, like I said, hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe if you have not, and I will see you in the next one.